What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special whiskey review here on Rabbit and Red Reviews, where today I'm going to uncork the Laphroaig Cairdeas 2019 edition, which is the Triple Wood Original Cask Strength. So I'll give you my initial nose taste finish review, chat a bit about the value, give you my final thoughts on the score on this one, but really excited to dig into this. For those of you who don't know, the Cairdeas line from Laphroaig is an annual release, released to the Friends of Laphroaig. And each year they release some new kind of exciting variation of their whiskey. Last year they did a Pheno cask finished release for the Cairdeas. 2 years ago it was a quarter cask at cask strength. And so this one just hit the US market about a couple weeks ago. It is August, so yeah, it's like mid-July. And yeah, really excited to check out this Triple Wood Original Cask Strength. So let's take a look at the bottle one more time. There's our label. And here's what you get in the back. Unfortunately, I don't have the tube yet, but I'll be getting one eventually. So here's what it's got to say. So the Cairdeas, this is bottled at 59.5%. So that's 119 proof. This is matured in ex-bourbon quarter casks and Oloroso sherry casks, which is awesome. And let's see, so they got quite a bit of a description on the back, which I will share with you here. So it says, each year our distillery manager, John Campbell, creates a limited edition malt to celebrate the Friends of Laphroaig and friendship. So Cairdeas actually means friendship in Gaelic. Cairdeas 2019 showcases a special triple maturation, first maturing in ex-bourbon barrels, second maturation in quarter casks, and then the third maturation in European oak casks previously used for sherry. So they do give some tasting notes on here as well, but I do expect, you know, this is going to have a typical signature Laphroaig peatiness, but I'm a big fan of the regular triple wood that they release, so I'm really excited to check this out at cask strength. So let's get to it. We've got a clean Glencairn glass here. Let's uncork this. I look forward to the Cairdeas every year, so this is a good, momentous occasion. Nice pop. Okay, can definitely smell the peat already. So unfortunately on the bottle, and this is unfortunately the case with all the Cairdeas line, it does appear that they are both chill filtered and have colorant added, because it does not explicitly say anything about natural color or non-chill filtration. But that's what we're looking at. Pretty dark. So, all right. So this is the neck poured straight out of the bottle. As you know, a whiskey oxidizes a bit as you drink more of it out of the bottle, and so I'm sure oxygen will work its magic on this over the coming weeks and months. But this initial taste is also give you a good sense of where it's going to take you. Okay, so right away on the nose, vanilla. Peat, heavy medicinal and vegetal peat, that signature kind of Laphroaig peatiness. Definitely there, definitely taking center stage. But the vanilla is strong as well. Which is probably coming off that bourbon cask. So a little bit of a sweet, it's really slight fruitiness. I want to say, you know, it's like a hint of maybe a little bit of a tropical fruit. Pretty subtle. It smells dense. It smells creamy. It smells like Laphroaig. It'll be interesting to see. I'm going to put a little water on this later, and we'll see what that gets out of it. But initially, heavy vanilla, starting to get a little bit more of that fruit. It's almost like a very rich apple. It's I say rich in that it's a very full flavor, but it's in the background. Bit of an apple, bit of a berry note too. Yeah, initially here, peat. Bit of a saltiness too, vanilla, slight caramel, a little bit of a barrel oakiness, which I guess would be expected out of a triple wood, so it's been in 3 different barrels. This is a non-age statement, so unclear on how old this actually is. I would reckon that it's less than 8 years old. Okay. So the nose it isn't doing anything to surprise, but it's definitely delicious smelling and enticing. So as this sits in the glass a little bit more, starting to get a little bit of a kind of an herbal note. I can't quite tell what it is. Dry parsley or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to guess too much here, but there's definitely a little bit of an herbalness. Yeah, that berry fruitness is starting to come through a bit more here too. It's a little bit of, it's apple, cherry, strawberry even, sweet and dark. Overall, really nice nose. It is peat forward, so I suppose you would expect with any Laphroaig. It definitely has a couple surprises lurking underneath the surface. It'll be interesting to see if those come up. Let's give this a taste. Cilantro. Big peat, heavy peat. Wow, very full flavor, very mouth coating. The peat pepperness, there's a sharp pepper note, but boy, as this develops, all sorts of things going on. The vanilla is there. There's that hint of that kind of dark fruitiness in the background. There's a strong vegetal herbal note. I'm thinking like parsley. Oakiness, plum, raisin. Wow, a lot happening here. It's very viscous, very mouth coating. I mean, at cask strength, what do you expect? But it's notable. Also getting dark roasted coffee note. A bit of a dark chocolate note. Wow. This is something. Yeah, just wanted to check one more time. Yeah, there is nothing about chill filtration or color added. So yeah, we have to assume that they've added color to this and that it's chill filtered. But finish is long. I mean, it's definitely lingering quite a bit, which is great considering that this is a non-age statement. Medium to medium long, I would say, is the finish on this. That vegetal herbal note is there. A little bit of a nuttiness. Almond. And then, yeah, just the peat. The pepperness has lingered, but it's died off quite a bit on the finish. We're going to give this another taste. When that initially hits you on the tongue, it is sweet and thick and viscous. That arrival is amazing. Amazing arrival on this. And like I said, the development, you get still there, chocolate, dark, coffee, keeps going. Peatiness starts to die, then it's vanilla. It's kind of a creaminess, like a creamy vanilla. Fruitiness is in the background. It's a bit subdued. I actually probably expected a little bit more out of the sherry note on this, but not as much so far. But it's there in the background. Slight raisin, slight plum. Yeah, wow, this is unique. That vegetal, herbalness is there. That's something that you just don't get out of a lot of Laphroaig. So this is what's, I think was the most interesting thing I'm getting off this so far. Okay. We're going to put a little water on this. 59%, yeah, maybe just a little bit more. Okay, let's see what we get here. So warm and inviting. So the peatiness has gotten sharper. There's a little bit of a citrus note now. I want to say lime. It's there. Saltiness too. Kind of that maritime marine quality that you can kind of expect out of some Laphroaigs, maybe even not a Lagavulins. You're getting a bit of that kind of marine quality. Earthy, very earthy. Heat, vanilla. Yeah, still not getting a ton of that sherry note. It's a bit there in the background. It's starting to come through a bit more. Brighter now with the additional water. Cherry, strawberry type. So the addition of water definitely takes a step back on the viscosity and that richness that I got when this was neat. I mean, this is, I put a decent amount on this. This is at 59.5% cask strength whiskey, so of course water is going to bring it down, but I'm actually surprised at how much it's brought it down. With the addition of water, I don't get a lot different on the palate. It's still strong peat, herbal, earthiness, just like a dark, like wet wood, road tar, the smell you get of a fresh, kind of like digging in the soil of a fresh garden that's in there. I mean, all those signature Laphroaig notes, that is what excites folks about their brand and their products. It's there. The Oloroso cask, no, it's a little bit on the end, but it's not, it's very much in the background. This is very center stage peat. The finish, medium, I'm left with, yeah, a slight kind of grassy herbal note. Bit of the aftershock of the peat, obviously. The pepperness with the addition of water really tames down. And a little bit, you know, I want to say maybe a hint of like a toffee note or a caramel note. Okay. All right. Here is another look. One more time at that bottle. Cairdeas 2019. As I mentioned, 59.8%. So this is coming in packing some serious punch. Okay. So a bottle of this in the United States, you're looking in the $80 to $90 range. It is not readily available yet. There are a few places online, which I was fortunate to find that had this, but I imagine this will be on the shelves regularly. They're doing about 36,000 barrels of this. So this is going to be, you know, relatively easy to get your hands on, especially over the next 6 months here in the United States. At that price, you know, I think it's worth it. This is a good one. My final thoughts, though, you know, initially, as I mentioned, I was super excited about trying this Cairdeas release, as I am every year. My favorite of the Cairdeas line that I've had is the 2017, which is the quarter cask strength. It is just, it's the peaty, probably one of the sharpest, peatiest Laphroaigs that I've had. This one doesn't impress me quite as much as that one did. That one was also at cask strength, as I mentioned. So comparing these two cask strength releases, the 2017 quarter cask strength is still readily available. It's still something that I would recommend folks buy. I have 3 or 4 bottles of it myself because I liked it so much. Obviously, we're going to give this some time. I'll post another review of this probably in another month or two to see what's happened after oxygen's done its magic in the bottle. My tentative score on this is going to be a 3.5 out of 5, which is going to be definitely recommend trying or buying a bottle if you can find it at a good price. I think that this one has a lot of promise. It's not blowing my mind the way the last cask strength release Cairdeas did, but I'm going to withhold a full judgment until oxygen gets to work its magic. But by no means disappointing. I think there's a lot to explore here, and I'm definitely going to be enjoying that over the next couple months. So there you go, y'all. That is my uncorking review of Laphroaig Cairdeas 2017 Triple Wood Cask Strength. Hope you enjoyed this. Click subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. I've got some other Laphroaig videos and a bunch of other stuff that I've been reviewing over the past year. Feel free to check those out. We'll catch you next time here in Rabbit and Red Reviews. Thanks for watching.